I suddenly got the thought. I suddenly got the thought of all honesty. Like that's the only reason why I film things. And honestly, I feel like there's like a judgment there of why I feel like I should say that there's a judgment there. And all I'm doing here is I'm not like complaining. I'm just like observing. It's not even happening quickly. It's not even happening quickly. It's happening in all happenings. Like this? Is this a private? Is this private? And I show this to you in a movie? Just a movie of me understanding this? It's meaning. Knowing its meaning. And concepts happen for a reason because you've already done this. You've done this over and over and over.
Do you have candy in there too? I heard a little, I heard a little.
A banana. It's just a part of
Wait,
it.
is it the one you guys got left?
No, it's like different.
Coming in and out like a
It's the smiley face one.
Oh, that's
kind of like a worm. Guys, guys, I'm eating this banana and it feels like a worm. That is,
a good worm.
well, I'm just noticing. It could look sort of like a worm. Like a worm, and
I'm dead ass so serious. I'd be praying to that banana right now.
yeah, but the thing is, the worm is coming out of us, into us, and inside of us.
Right, so pray to it to bless you.
Because it's going through my mouth, I'm just picking it up. Energy is going in, energy is going out,
Yeah.
and it's flowing through everything synchronistically, occurring and knowing, and showing, growing, and evolving. And this is honesty. People sing, people make music. And they're honest about their love for what they're doing. That's, what is it? Hey, that's synchronistic. I gotta just tell you, honestly, what I was thinking just then. You wanna come over here? I was actually, do you mind? I'm making a film. Do you mind if you want to be in it?
Who does this belong to?
That's mine.
Oh, it's yours.
Yeah.
You like that?
Do you want to be interviewed? It's an idea. What?
What?
For a documentary.
What's the basis? What's the basis of?
Just thoughts.
What kind of questions you talking about?
Flowing. Just I knowing, like I started earlier before. Well, imagination as well. But it's just I was talking about just energy flowing through everything, and then you said that's very spiritual, and I guess I never noticed, because people would say, okay, what is spiritual? And people would say spiritual, but like, oh well, that's what that is, and that's what I'm always talking about and explaining. Just whenever I start speaking and like just channeling the just nature, when I talk to anybody, when I talk to you, and so there's like a feeling of like honesty and true, and it's just
You don't know what conversation's going on. It's getting somewhere.
always, and just the knowing of that is
Well,
okay, but it's beyond time.
No.
But it's also, but the oneness mostly. There's a reason why that's a cliche. It always leads into that. I have a feeling. Going with feeling. Anybody's ever expressed is for me. Because it was just their life. And it's my life. And this is why I'm saying you could be, this is why I said before, you could be in any dimension. And because I know that I'm somewhere. Like I'm paying attention to things that you're not paying attention to. We're all in dimensions. But it's all true. Energy everywhere is true. It is true that you are everywhere, and it is one simultaneous being. And you can know if you can let people experience that, and they are, and you are through them. Why? Why? It's just a story. I've had a realization this year. I used to get annoyed by people. Or they would talk about random things, but it's like, oh, that's just life. Hey, it's the show. It's the constant show. It's the constant flow, and this includes your judgments. Every time. Wow. Oh, wow. I understand. I understand what certain people have said, when they're talking, and they're in a stream of consciousness. The universe seems to fractal out in a certain shape and form. Oh. It just happened. And even if it's intense, it's still happening. I want people to know this. But there's so much that has happened. Go other places. But anyways, I guess I can just say, with that honesty, people have said it. I've heard people express, and there's always an opposition. Who are they fighting? The conclusion, this is just the in and out flow of all of existence. And I'm looking, and everything has this pattern. It's part of it. We are it. I say it a lot, right? I say infinitely. It's a noise. But it spirals out infinitely. Through you, through all of us. And I know, and any figure has known, that they're doing this here. It's just like, all right. And then you do this here, and then it adds to it, you continue doing it, and then it happens some more. But we don't even judge what it is that's happening, because it's always happening, and we know that our judgments of what is happening is actually what's happening. It's just some message, I guess, currently. It could be, but it's coming in the form of drawings when I'm speaking them. You saw what I think when I'm drawing? I think when I'm talking that people think when I'm drawing that people think that I'm just talking about thinking that I'm drawing, but I'm thinking about them thinking about, hey. Because what you think people are thinking about are what they're thinking about, but in a certain parallel reality. And there's infinite parallel realities, and they're all conceptions. And they're all environmental realizations. I'm going to try to file it. Oh, wait, I don't need anything. You don't need anything to flow. You just don't. Hey guys, do you want to sit in the grass? I feel compelled to just say that anybody that's ever felt compelled to say anything, yeah, it's all true. And it's okay. It's just judgments. It's just people's judgments. I'm saying, completely. All morals are just labeling intensity. But the reason they've labeled intensity is because they've done it before.
So are you sitting here?
Dude, that's hilarious that you would appear right now.
How's that work?
Eric is sitting there, and that reminds me that I'm going to sit right there.
What?
That reminds me that I'm going to sit right there.
No worries. All right.
But you can sit with me, or I'll sit with you.
Huh?
I'm reminded. I was talking before. I was talking a second ago about like just flowing through, just technology, materials happening through us.
You gotta speak louder, but I can't hear you.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Here, I'll come over there. I can finish. This is perfect. I can finish your spirit drawing.
I'm excited. I don't know what spirit drawing is.
This is perfect. I didn't want to do it when you weren't there. I didn't want to do it from a photo, but I could do it from a photo. I could do it through a screen. I could, and I did.
I want to know what spirit.
And I did, because that was your light body, and your light body is encoded with information.
My light body. Information. Are you hearing this? I'm excited. I don't know what spirit drawing is. I've been.
Of knowingness. I know that I am just completely always open to other people, and that could be why. But like I feel like like you're in and however you judge that, and that's all that knowing is just judging. So how are we going to judge it next? What are we going to look at? It just happens. Your expectations. Synchronistically.